Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about that our custom event. So how can working with the custom event, we successfully did that work. And into the custom event here, I have already discussed about that things with you. They have some of the filter, right? So laterly, I will also show you about that filter, how can working with the filter, then it will be very much clear to you. So right now we don't need this. So now in this video, I want to discuss about one of the most important part in Vue.js, that is actually the lifecycle hook. Okay, like if you go to that VueJs official website, so if you go to that vuejs.org, go to the learn and go to the API, and into the API you will get that things like here you can see there is a options lifecycle hood. Into the lifecycle hood there is a before create, there is a created, there is a before mount, there is a mounted, there before updated. So now I want to discuss little bit some of the hooked with you, then it will be very much clear to you. Okay, so now for doing this, right now we don't need some of the file, like here that is our file. So better I want to remove it. Okay, I don't need this right now. I just remove our all friends, I just remove it, and also online friends, so I also want to remove it. So I just simply remove that file also from here. And then in our main component, that means in our mother component here, there is a two files. So right now we don't need this. I only want to take one as a neighbor, and that is our friends, so I also don't need this. I just simply remove it. Okay, so I just simply remove it. That is the thing. So okay, I remove it, and that is our neighbor, so we don't need this here. I just simply remove two of these that I have created before, and that is our method. So into the method I want to remove all the things from here. Okay, so here I just remove it. So that is our method. I want to make that as a fresh. Okay, so that is a component, that is a title, and that is our import. Perfect. So now in our component area, I want to create another one. So I just click on the new file, and now I just name that file as hook.vue. Okay, I just created another file as a hook.vue. So for now, from our neighbor, so I just copy all the things from here. So I think friend, you already know about it, what exactly you have to do. So like here I also want to customize it. I just remove all that CSS from here. Okay, and also we don't need this, so I just simply remove that script. And then that is our neighbor, so here there is a neighbor, so we don't need this. I just remove that neighbor. And here there is a div, so I don't need this div. Here I only want to take one of the h1 tag. Okay, I just take one of the h1 tag, and I also want to finish it, so I just simply finish our h1 tag. So into this h1 tag area I define as a hook part. Okay, I just simply define as a hook part, and also here we have to define that name as a hook. Okay, I just name it as a hook, and also here we have to take this. So now go to our route, that means our main component. Into the main component we have to add it, so I just simply import, right? Import our components. Into the components I have created another component as a hook, so I just simply define as a hook. So I just simply define as a hook view. Perfect. And then also we have to add the things in our component area, that means here. So after that I just simply define as a hook. Okay, so I just simply define as a hook, and everything is now great. And also here you don't need this, so from here I just remove two of this. Okay, perfect. So now if you click on the save all, so everything is now great. And now if you refresh it, so there have the src app view, import file issues, the import neighbor. You can see I didn't add that name, so that will be as a hooked. Okay, so I just simply define as a hook. And also we have to display it, so I just want to add that our hooked. So here I define as a hooked, and also we have to finish it, so I just simply finish our hooked. Okay, so I just simply added it. So now if you click on the save all, and now go our page, and here is showing as a h1 tag matching and tag. That's okay. So h1 tag in our hook, you can see I didn't and it, so you have to and it. So that is h1, and then I just and that h1. So perfect. So now let's check this out. I just click on the save all, and now here, yeah, you can see it's now perfectly loaded our neighbor and that is our another one as a hook part. So now here I want to add our all that hook function. Like if you go here into this hook functions, you can see there is actually the before created one of the function, there is a created function. So before created function, this means when this page will be loaded, first of all it should be display all that our action, and when this after that when this page will be loaded, that means when it's already created, then our this created function will be work. Okay, so if you want to use it, then you have to use it in our hook component page. So go to our hook component here. So here there is a return, and after this return, okay, here I want to create it. So here I want to create, and first of all that is actually our function. So that is actually function as a before create. Okay, so that is actually the function. Better I just copy it. Sorry, so I just simply copy it. And now here I define that as another one as a before. Okay, the before create. So this type of one of the function I want to create. So that will be actually one of the method. So here I define that as a before create, and also I want to define another one for the create. So I just simply define as a create. Okay, so I just simply define as a create. So it is the name. So you can see that is actually the created, not the create. So I just simply define as a created. So created. So here I define another method as a created. Okay, so in particular that position, first of all I want to check it. Like first of all here, better I want to define on the alert. Okay, I just simply define on the alert, and for the alert here I want to use some of the things. Like here I want to define as some of the message actually the before. Okay, I just simply define as a before accelerated hook. Okay, accelerated hook. So then this will be, that message will be display, and else there is another one. After that there is a created. When it should be created, then it should be displayed this alert as a created hook. So I just simply name it as a created. Okay, I just name it as a created hook. So now let's check this out. If you now click on the save all, I just click on the save all, and now go to our site. Here you can see when this page is load, before the first of all it's now showing, like I show you, you can see before first of all it's now showing before accelerate hook, and when you click on the OK, after that our another function is working as a created hook. Okay, so here I define two of these. So first of all it should be as a before created, so that is the alert, and after that is actually created. So for the created I define as a created hook. Okay, so I just refresh it again. So you can see first of all there is a before accelerate hook, then the created hook, and after that our page will be loaded. So I hope you can well understand about it. And also there is another one, like there is another one is a before mount and the mount, and before mount and the mount is the same things. Okay, it's totally the same things. If you want to use it as a before mount, you can also use it. Better I just copy it, I show you, then it will be very much clear to you. Like there is a before mount. Okay, here I define as a before mount, and I just simply define as a mount. So I just simply copy it, and here I name it as a mount. So it should be just like that same. You can see there is actually the two message. Like I just click on the save all. I just click on the save all, and now go your site, and here if you refresh it, now you can see it's now first of all showing as a before accelerate hook, and after that the created hook, and after that it should be load that page. Okay, so as I told you before, there is a create, and the before create is the same with the before mount and the mount. Okay, and also there is the another one. Like if you go here, there is a before update. So before update means, that means when you put some of the actions, like here if you click one of the button, if you click on here, so before update that text, first of all it should be load some of the things. Okay, so you can actually do that work with this before update. So better I show you how actually that things actually work. Like here that is our part, as that means one of the name. Okay, so better I define one of the dev class. Okay, I just simply define as a dev, and here I define I define the dev, and also I want to finish it. I finish that dev. Okay, so into the dev area, first of all I want to take one of the class. I take one of the class as a hook. Okay, I just take one of the class, and here that is a dev. Into the dev position I take our this text, hook part, and here I want to display some of the dynamic name, like here there is a name. Okay, so that is a name, and here there is a return, and here I want to pass some of the property. I think you already know about it. I just name it as a title. Okay, I just name it as a title, and into the title area I want to define some of the I just define some of that string as a hook. Okay, hook main data. So I just simply define as this type of one of the title, and now I want to visible it in our this h1 tag area. So here you have to defining it, right? So here I just simply pass our this title. Okay, so friend, I think you already know about it. So here I simply define one of the title, and here I return one of the title property. So I just simply display that property, and after that here I want to define one of the button. So I just simply define as a button. So here we have to finish that button, and into the button area I want to define one of the click event. Okay, so like when you click, then it should be redirected some of the page or some of the actions. So I just simply define as the add click. So I think you already know about it. Into the add click area I want to define one of the method. I just define one of the method name as a change title. Okay, so I just simply define as a change title. So this type of method I just simply declared. So now I want to create this method in our method area. So that is the they have no method, so better I want to create one of the another method. So in particular that position I just define as a methods. Okay, I just simply define that methods. So here we have to define that comma, and into the method area I want to create this method as a change title. So I just simply copy it. Now go here, and I just simply define that method name. So I just simply define that method, and into this method I want to do in our property area. Into the property area, that is our title property, I want to access it. So if you want to access this title, then what exactly you have to do? I think you already know about it. You have to define that things with the these, and then our this property name. So with this I want to access this property name equal to, here I define that another name, and I just name it as easy learning. Okay, I just name it as easy learning. So now here friend, I want to do here, that is actually our button. So for the button I just define that name as a click. Okay, I just define that click and me, this type of one of the things. That means when I click as a this button as a click me, so after that click me updated, it's automatically updated this title to hook main data to our this action, because here I define one of the method, right? So before add that action, that means when this action will be work, then our this message will be visible. So before display this message area, I want to add another function as a before, that means the before update. Okay, so right now I want to use it. So here everything will be very much clear to you what exactly the things I want to do. Here I define as a before update, and into the before update here I defining it. Okay, so that is one of the method I define, and here better I just define out the alert. So I just simply define out the alert, and to this alert area I just simply define some of the text as a before update message. Okay, so this type of one of the alert I want to display. So now if you click on the save all, so here if you now click on the save all and now go to your site and refresh it, so first of all it's now showing as a before accelerated hook. Okay, right, that means here I have defined one of the part. So here I define as a before create, that means this alert is now visible, and after that there is a created, and into the created I define as a created hook, right? So if you click on the OK, now you can see it's now showing as a created hook. That means our created method is now visible, and if you click on the OK, then it should be redirected to our main page. So into the main page here I define that part, like here after that it should be redirected to the main page. Into the main page area I define one of the returns. So here I define the return one of the name as a hook main data, right? So now you can see I just simply define the title. So for the reasons it's now showing as a hook main data. Okay, so now it's perfectly visible, and here I define one of the action. So I define one of the action as a event as a on click, and into the on click I define one of the method as a change title. That means when you click in particular that button area, that means the click me, then our this method will be activated. And when this method will be activated, then in our methods area, I have created this method. Into this method, I want to access this property, and with this property. So now for the reasons here, I define as a with this and our title, that means this property, and then it should be automatically updated, and here it should be display our this easy learning. So when it should be updated, before updated that things I have defined that before update. So first of all, it should be show this alert. Okay, and after this alert it should be execute. Okay, like I show you, like right now I just click on the click me, you can see it's not updated. First of all, it's showing that alert as a before update message. That means here I define one of the alert, so that is the alert is now perfectly visible on here. And after that, when you click on the OK, yes, now you can see after that it's now become changed. So now it's now showing our method data. So into the method area, I define some of the names. So here there is our method. I define that easy learning, and after that it's now showing as easy. So I think you can well understand about it, how that hook actually works. So that is all that hook. You can also use that update hook. You can use that activated or the deactivated hook. So if we need this in our project, then we'll use it, rather than I just put some of the short description about it, how that all hook actually work into the Vue.js. Okay, so I think it's very much clear to you. So in our next video, I want to discuss about the another important things, that is the Axio request. So how can working with the Axio request? In our next video, I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.